All right, let's talk Tuesday. This will be one of the more complicated days, but should be easy to do because it's usually a little slower. So we're gonna alternate between pull-ups and the single leg wedge squat, the VMO squat, right? Load the single leg VMO squat with dumbbells held down by the side. Pull-up will probably mostly, especially since the 5 sets need to be done with bands. We're gonna go on the minute 45, so there's not a lot of rest time here. But it's just like normal double progression. Pick a weight they can do for 8 to 10. If they can get to 12 over the weeks, they go up. Same bands they make easier. Now, the complicated part comes to Return to Me, which is based on the semifinals workout. But essentially, 1,000-meter row, and then you're going to do hand-over-hand rope pulls and 2,000-meter bike, hand-over-hand rope pulls, 1,000-meter run, hand-over-hand rope pulls. We now have 7 rope stations we can use, which means you can easily just start one group as long as you're not over 14, and then start the next group about 3 minutes later. And if you start one group on the rope, one group on the bike, everything should work out just fine. Both end on the run, and nobody should run into each other. You'll have to group them up if you have a big group based on how much weight they're going to use, right? The weight suggestions are there, but it should be pretty easy to do that, right? For the most part, because we don't usually have 14, 15 people on a Tuesday. There is a way if you start, essentially, if you have a giant group and you need more than 14 people, outside chance, you'll start one group at the 0 on rowing and biking. So you'll have to split those up, probably 3 and 3. Then you start the next group at the 2 minutes with running, and then you start the other group at the 4-minute mark, biking and rowing, right? The run will take a little longer, so we want to be very diligent about where we place that in there and mixing them up. But I don't think you'll run into that. So mostly you can start with 2 groups, some on the run, some on the bike, and then flip them. And you shouldn't have much of an issue. All right, good luck.